Okay, so here we have the projector out of the case. The case is right over here, and everything inside is cut to fit the projector and all the components. Now, whenever you're actually at the show, we've been using the projector case and using that for the projector stand. And the projector just sits right here, and that puts it at the correct height so that's going to look the best for this screen. But for this demonstration, we've just got it right here on the ground. So I just turned the projector on, and I'm using the remote that comes in the projector case. So the power button is right there. Once you press it, it's not going to look like anything is happening, but you will see this light blink a couple times, and that's your indication that you did push the power button and that it is booting up. So now, before we get too deep into the woods, this also has a power cable that we've got plugged in, and it is plugged in right here around the back, and you can see it right there plugged in. And this is also where you can plug in your USB and your HDMI. Okay, so the projector's all set up. We've got it right here on the screen. What you need to do now on the remote, you're going to push this center button right here. We're going to push that, and then this side menu comes up. We're going to go down on the remote to installation and hit the center of the circle. And now we've got these options right here. So our goal right now is to correctly set up the projector so that everything looks nice and neat on the screen. As you can see, there's some warping going on. We've got some things being projected on the ceiling and on the walls. This is going to fix that. So we're going to select ultra short throw screen. So we're going to push the over button and hit the middle circle. Okay, and then it's going to ask you, are you going to do this with the app or the remote control? We're going to do the remote control, so we're going to go ahead and move over. Hit the center circle again. Okay, so the first step is to move the projector back and forth until the projected image is larger than the screen frame. I'm not going to worry about that. So right now, even with this projector not being in the ideal position, I just want to demonstrate that you can in fact get a very good image regardless. It doesn't have to be a perfect setup. It's actually pretty user-friendly. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the circle button to indicate next. And this is what we've got. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 corners. So we're going to do what's called corner pinning. We're going to pin each of the corners into the top left, top right, and bottom left. Okay, so right now that one is indicated. We're going to make it active by hitting the center circle button. Okay, so it's active. Now we can use this white circle to move it up, down, left, and right. So we're going to try and get, and you'll see it here in a second, there's a white corner. We're going to try and get that white corner at the corner of this screen. So here we go. And you can start to see that white edge forming right there. Now we're going to go to the right. So right now I'm just pressing, oh, there it is. Back it up a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to go up a little bit and to the left a little bit, and let me get closer so you can see. So that's right there in the corner, and that's our goal for every single corner. So once you're done with this one, you're going to go ahead and hit, let me see if I can find it, the back button to disengage that. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Okay, now we're going to go over to the right, hit the center circle to activate it, and we're going to do the same exact thing. Okay, that's pretty good. So we're done with this one. We're done with that one. Now we're going to go down to the bottom. Remember, I'm going to hit the back button to disengage it. Okay, now we're going to move it down. select that one by hitting the center circle. Let's see if we can get this one down there. And it looks like that's as low as that one is going to go. And we can't really do much about that because, again, this screen is supposed to be on some buckets to give it some lift. This is supposed to be sitting on top of that to give it the right amount of lift. But once everything is set up correctly, you'll be able to get it all the way down, so don't worry about that. Now we're going to go ahead and back out to disengage it. Go over to this one, hit the center to activate it. We're going to go ahead and see if we can bring that one down, which we can't. We're going to go ahead and bring it over to the left and hit OK. Actually, hit back. Okay, so this is where we're at right now. We're going to go ahead and move down to finish. Hit the center circle. Going to go down to finish. And now everything should be perfect for the show. If you're going to be using a laptop or a thumb drive to play video, whatever you would like, remember it's going to be plugged in back over here, right above where the power cord is plugged in. And this right here is the home screen that you're going to get. But if you want to change the input, it's this button at the top right of the controller. So if you push that, you've got two inputs available. You have HDMI 1 and HDMI 2. Just pick whichever one you want, and you'll be good to go. So I'm going to go ahead and power this thing off. Now it's important whenever you power the projector off, don't unplug it immediately because it does have a cooling fan that's running up against the projector bulb. It needs to cool off before it completely shuts down, and by unplugging it too soon, it won't be able to accomplish that, and that can result in a dead bulb the next time it's used. So after you've turned the power off, just leave it plugged in for about 5-6 minutes, let the fan do its job, and then you're good to pack everything up.